People are still moving in, but we have to continue with the schedule. Good morning, friends. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I'm Sandeep Agarwal, your host for the day again. The day is power-packed. We have two speakers, one international keynote speaker, one Mr. Manshu Butch from Ahmedabad. We'll start the day with Mr. Ragu, who's also known as Joe from Indonesia. I wanted to give his profile, but it's such a huge one. I'll request Mr. Ragu himself to come on stage and please introduce himself. Let us welcome Mr. Ragu K.
I got somebody to introduce me.
See, some people don't need introduction, and I have come here because this man standing over here, he inspired me 10 years back. 10 years back, just like in a room like this, I heard him, and actually I lost the contact, and somehow, thanks to social media, I found him out, and a few things which actually is driving me till date, and I can tell you that in last one day, I have got few more things from him, and those things I think will take me, or rather drive me for next 10 years also. So, in order to get maximum out of it, we all will have to welcome him, just telling, Ragu, 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 Ragu. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanak. Kanak has put me in such a level that I hope I keep up to the level. Before we start, I think the energy in the room is pretty low. So maybe I will introduce what you call a war cry, okay, for Mutual Fund Roundtable. So next time, maybe every time you all meet, you will use this war cry, okay? Are you ready for this war cry? Huh? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say good morning, and all of you say morning, morning, morning 3 times, okay? Let's just do a dry run, okay? Good morning! Morning, morning, morning! Okay, so you have to do this morning, no need to say good, but you have to do a little bit of action, okay? Your hand comes out like this, okay? So are we ready now? Good morning! Morning, morning, morning! Okay, so that's the part 1. Now, part 2, I'm going to ask you, how do you feel today? Okay, when I say how do you feel today, you're going to say great, wonderful, fantastic, and ooh-wah. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to say, how do you feel? You're going to say great, wonderful, fantastic, and then you put your hands up. Until I put my hand down, then only you put your hand down. Okay? Before I put my hand down, don't stop the ooh-ah. Okay? Are you all ready? How do you feel today? Great! Wonderful! Fantastic! Okay. When you say when you come down, you say wah. Okay? So wah. Are you ready? One more dry run. Okay? How do you feel today? Great! Wonderful! Fantastic! Okay, that's great. Can I also ask another favor? Those of you sitting at the back, come forward and all these empty seats here. Come forward and pick up all the empty seats here, so that I'm closer to you. Okay, so we're going to go with this MFRT war cry. Okay? Are you all ready? Yeah. Good morning! Good morning! Good morning! Not good. you must be stronger, okay? With a high level. Good morning! How do you feel today? Okay, that's good, that's good. Give yourself a clap of hands, okay? So, that's going to be the walk cry of Mutual Fund Round Table. So every time you meet, do that, okay? So that you create energy. Is there somebody talking at the back? Okay, anyway, Namaste. Namaste. You know, as you know, if you look at my face, you know I'm an Indian, okay? It's just that I'm a third generation Indian who's born out of India. And one of the things that I always feel whenever I come back to India is, this is my home country. Okay, that's a feeling. You know? So wherever we are, once an Indian, always an Indian. Huh? You know, and there's one particular video commercial that it plays in our part of the world. I don't know whether they play it here. This video commercial is about selling India to the world. And this video commercial is called Incredible India. Okay, just few days before I came down to Jakarta, to India, I was watching CNN. They were playing this video clip called Incredible India. Unfortunately, the video clip is not playable today. You know? But if you go to the YouTube, I'm sure you can catch this video. There are many Incredible India commercials, but this particular one is really, really good. So we'll miss this video clip. And let me go to the next slide. About India's famous people. As you know, India has so many famous people. So I'm going to go and show you the photograph. And I show you the photograph, you mention the name. Are you okay? Yes. Okay, let's see the first person. Okay, you got it right. Quiz, all want the quiz, huh? Okay. He says hello to you. Okay, let's see the next person. Okay. He says hi to you too. Who's this guy? Huh? Yeah, he is the most famous guy in Bollywood. Huh? Okay, who is this guy? Okay, when yesterday or day before I was watching the TV, they say he should come back as the president of India. Okay, and then, anyway, I read a story about Abdul Kalam. He's a very fascinating person. So I think he's one of the most intelligent guy in the world. Who is this? Okay, I play cricket for my country before, so cricket is in my blood. And this was the time that they won the Prudential World Cup. You remember that, huh? Yeah, okay, so Kapil Dev was the captain. Huh? Yeah. Who is this person? This is the Kingfisher guy. Huh? Yeah, he's a very colorful person, isn't it? Huh? I hear he is having problem now. Huh? Is that true? Yeah, he's having problem. Too much of wild time. Huh? Every time I see his photograph, I see pretty girls around him. You know? And who is this? Yeah, yesterday I was watching the badminton. Bronze medal, yeah. Give a clap to India, okay? Yesterday I was watching this match and Sania was playing very hard and I think the Chinese girl beat her at 21-18. Okay, but before she scored the last point, she injured, the Chinese girl injured herself, you know, and I was praying, I hope she doesn't come back to the, I hope she doesn't come back. And then she came back for the second set, and she took the first point, but after taking the first point, she fell down. And when she fell down, I said, God answered my prayers, because Sania won a bronze because the Chinese girl retired. She couldn't play anymore. So another warm congratulations to Sania for winning the bronze medal. I hope in the next Olympics, where is the next Olympics? Anybody know? Yes, it's in Brazil. I hope the next Olympics, Sania is what's the age? She's very young girl. 22. 22. Next Olympics, I hope she wins a gold. Saina. Saina. Oh, okay. Wrong spelling. Wrong way I pronounced. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. This person is right now the richest person in UK. Am I right? Yes. He's the number one, the richest person in UK. I read his history, and one fascinating thing about his history was he actually started the steel business in Indonesia. Okay? He started a steel business in Indonesia. From India he went to Indonesia, and then later he went to UK, and now today he is the richest guy in UK. Huh? Are you proud of him? Yeah. I'm also proud of him, okay? Very proud of him. Give him a hand, yeah. In fact, in the Olympic Stadium, they had built what you call a tower. I can't remember the name. They built a tower by the side of the Olympic Stadium, and it was sponsored by him. And the guy who, the person who drew the Olympic tower is an Indian person too, okay? So another round of applause to India. Huh? Of course, this person everybody should know. Sachin Tendulkar. My brother loves him so much that when his first son was born, he called his son Sachin. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Sachin is famous all over the world, okay? And just like in India, everybody looks up to him as a very wonderful person. Huh? And when he scored the 100th century 100 times, it was a big celebration even in Indonesia. We were all sitting in a pub and we were cheering to him, you know. And of course, one of the most prettiest lady in the world. I think she is one of the most beautiful lady in the world. I cried when she got married. Okay. Now, what's the name? Okay, right. Now let me see whether you know this person or not, okay? Who is he? Let me tell you a little bit of Kanaka. It was a warm surprise to me that one fine day I get this email from Kanak introducing himself to me. Where's Kanak anyway? Give him a round of applause, okay? I get this email coming from Kanak and he introduced himself and he said, hi Raghunath Murthy, you know, like, it tells me a story and you know, I was wondering where to get you, and I hope you are the person that I'm writing to, you know, in the Facebook. And I was like, Kanak, can't remember this guy, you know. How does he look like? But anyway, I replied to him, I say, hey, Kanak, wonderful, you know, nice meeting you. And then he tells me that, you know, he met me in 2003, if I'm not mistaken, when Kanak came down to Singapore because he won this trip, it's called a Star Club by ICICI Prudential. And he won a trip to Singapore and I was a speaker there. And I think this photograph was taken during the dinner of during the dinner of the speech, okay? And subsequently, the following year, ICICI Prudential sent their sales team to Malaysia, and then they invited me to be the speaker too. Now, the reason why they invited me to be a speaker in Singapore and in Kuala Lumpur is because many years ago, ICICI Prudential, before they opened their business in India, they had a temporary license. And the guy who was a chief agency officer, his name is Kevin Wright. He knows me because both of us play cricket. And he invited me to Mumbai and asked me to please come and help him recruit agents for him. So I said, it's okay, no problem, I'll come. And there I went to this place. I can't remember this place in Mumbai, but it's a very big hall. And I think there were about 1,500 to 2,000 people. Everybody were there listening to what we call a business opportunity presentation done by Prudential. And I was there, I gave a talk asking people why they should join ICICI Prudential. And I was really, really taken up with a number of people who were so interested